Hey guys, I'm back here again. I thought I'd do a quick comparison video between two different types of ammunition up here today. We were shooting up here. We were testing out the Voltaire A5 M16 A5 clone right here again, and I brought some of my heavy ball ammunition up here. This is the let me show you here. We got two different types of ammunition up here today. Sorry about the targets. It was raining up here on the way up, and I got most of my targets all wet up here, so I apologize for the crap looking targets up here for that. So what we have here, we have a comparison between two different types up here. We have the 55 grain American Eagle stuff right here on the right side, and we have the Elite Performance Sig Sauer, the 77 grain match stuff. And I just want to show you a comparison, because if you're an AR-15 noob like I was when I first bought my AR-15s up here, I was wondering why the ammunition was shooting, at a certain, distance out here, and why it was, shooting high, low, or whatever. So we have right here, the gun was originally zeroed for the federal stuff. I was typically shooting. I have it calibrated for about 1 inch high, the target right here. So this stuff is basically shooting high here, it's about an inch. It's give or take an inch right here at about 30 yards right here, versus the Sig Sauer. This stuff's shooting almost 2 inches high right here, specifically for that. So when you're comparing like different types of ammunition out there, guys, if you're an AR-15 noob like I was, you gotta realize, like a heavy ball, stuff like this, it may be shooting higher or lower depending on the velocity of the bullet. And the federal stuff right here, this stuff's the 55 grain stuff right here for that. So when you're going from a like a low bullet grain, which is the 55 grain stuff right here, the weapon was calibrated specifically for, like I got my optic zero for that one specifically at a specific distance. And you're going to like a heavier ball ammunition. Now don't be shocked if you have a higher impact point, or possibly a lower impact point. It all depends on how fast the bullet is traveling out there for that. So whenever you're calibrating your one specific weapon for a specific grain, try to stick with one specific caliber, like 223 or 5.56, and try to stay with a specific like bullet weight. Like if you want to shoot cheap and dirty ammunition like I do up here, just like stick with one caliber, like a 55 or like C2 grain bullet out there. Because if you shoot one caliber, or I should say one grain, which is the 55 grain right here, and you want to go to something else, you'll be shocked when you know why your bullet impact point is either higher or lower than what you had originally calibrated for the weapons optics center for that. And what I have on this one up here is the good old ATS, or the AT3 tactical one right here, and I got that off of eBay here a few weeks back, and we had it calibrated, and I had it calibrated and zeroed specifically for the federal 223 55 grain stuff, and it's calibrated perfectly fine. It's shooting about 1 inch higher than the actual impact point. So you want to have it a little bit higher than your impact point, simply because when you're shooting at a longer distance, like say 50 or 100 yards, the impact point is going to drop, guys. So try to have it to maybe about a 3/4 of an inch or 1 inch higher out there. And as you've seen right here, comparison between each two right here, this one right here is indeed shooting higher. It's shooting about almost 2 inches higher, as opposed to maybe one full inch right here. So compare between the two right here, you got 2 inches high, you got 1 inch high right here specifically for that. So always be mindful when you're actually setting up your optic on your weapon out there for that, guys, and you want to stick with one specific type of bullet grain and bullet caliber. These ones are both 223, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 223. If you want to zero something like a 5.56 or something else, you can also do that. However, you need to be mindful that your bullet impact point will be different depending on what the bullet grain is, and also if you have like a 55, like a 5.56 versus the 223 right there as well too, because each bullet's going to have their own specific ballistics out there for that. Try to stick with one specific type and keep with that one specific type, because if you're shooting, like say you go your range, you want shoot long distance, and you thought it might be a good idea to try some kind of heavier ammunition, more than likely your impact point is definitely going to be off, as opposed to where you originally had it set for your other type of ammunition you were using out there for that. So always be mindful of that one fact. Try to stick with one specific type of bullet grain and the caliber specifically for your setup when you originally zeroed the rifle at your range. So that's my quick video here for today, guys. Feel free to drop me a message if you have any questions or comments, something like that. I might have possibly screwed up, so go ahead and do that, and I'll call you, or I'll basically message you back if you need any kind of a basic help. I'll see you guys.